Austin walked away from WWE, shockwaves vibrated the foundation of the company.
7 months ago, I told my boss, Vince McMahon, to take this job and shove it. But Stone Cold Steve Austin got tired of sitting on his ass at the house, and everybody said, Austin can take his ball and go home.
But when the rattlesnake finally returned, he didn't come alone.
And by God, there he is!
I didn't bring a ball with me. I brought a big fat can of whoop ass. I can guarantee you that I am going to raise more hell than I've ever raised in my life.
Before the bionic redneck could reclaim his superiority, another superstar was out to challenge his legacy.
Austin, do you remember the last 2 times you went one-on-one with the great one? I whipped your ass not once, but twice. The Rock has done it all in this business.
The incomparable People's Champion! He's a leading man in Hollywood. Right!
The one thing that The Rock has not done is whoop that bald candy ass at WrestleMania.
The stage was set for the greatest rivalry in WWE history to enter Act 3.
It's like a cancer in the soul of The Rock. He has never beaten Stone Cold at a WrestleMania. It'll be The Rock. It'll be Austin one-on-one at WrestleMania.
Introducing first, from Miami, Florida, weighing 275 pounds, The
Rock, arguably the greatest third-generation superstar in the history of our business. His late grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia, was a superstar. The Rock's father, Rocky Johnson, a tag team champion. This young man using the WWE to springboard to Hollywood stardom. But the one thing The Rock has never done, and I truly believe it's eaten him alive, King, is that on the grandest stage that our business has to offer, The Rock has never, ever defeated Stone Cold Steve Austin.
At WrestleMania, you're right. And you're right, I have to agree with you. I think The Rock is obsessed with that now. It's become his mission in life.
From Victoria, Texas, weighing 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He has earned the reputation as the toughest SOB in WWE. There is no one that has ever laced their boots any more intense, any more with a will to win than Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, he's a rattlesnake, all right. He is one tough SOB.
Austin raised a country boy down in Texas. The rattlesnake grew up wanting to be here, wanting to do this. This is Austin's life. This is the rattlesnake's destiny. But the same can be said for The Rock. You can make a good point that who is the greatest WWE champion of all time? A lot of arguments, a lot of discussion can be had in that respect. But it very well could be one of these two men in the ring, and only time will tell. For the third time at WrestleMania, it's The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. If history is any indication, we are in for one hell of a fight.
The Rock just came back to the WWE after a 6-month absence. And it was a huge insult to The Rock with Stone Cold Steve Austin being named Superstar of the Decade by the WWE fans.
Stone Cold was right in the middle of showing his appreciation to the fans when The Rock interrupted him and challenged him to this match here tonight.
Austin has had The Rock's number at WrestleMania, and The Rock...
These two have battled for the better part of 8 years. Austin hosts 2 WrestleMania main event victories over The Rock. Will Austin make it 3-0 tonight?
Oh, The Rock will do anything, I mean anything, to make sure he comes out on top tonight.
This is one of the great rivalries that in my 30 years in the business, I've had the privilege to witness.
I don't think The Rock can look back on his career with a clear conscience if he can't beat Stone Cold Steve Austin tonight. I really don't.
And a heap of impact delivered with that elbow drop. Oh, baby, that was harsh. Hope we can get up after that one. Bam! Stone Cold reversed it. He was in a must-counter situation, and he did it.
Nice catch.
Oh, a spine buster.
He's just getting dissected. Are we about to see the most electrifying move in sports entertainment?
His body has got to be wrapped in pain. But inside that ring, he'll never quit on you, folks. Stone Cold has never quit on any of us in his entire life.
Yeah, but this is WrestleMania, and The Rock is determined to beat Stone Cold at WrestleMania. Stone Cold may have to quit tonight. This may be the start.
The words "I quit" do not exist in Stone Cold Steve Austin's vocabulary. They didn't at WrestleMania 13 against Bret the Hitman Hart, and I can't see it happening here tonight.
Well, by the end of tonight, we'll know for sure, JR.
Great quickness being shown here. The Rock just measuring him here. Looking for the rock bottom and the pinfall. Austin returned to WWE. The Rattlesnake promised to raise more hell than ever before. But this match can't be going the way Austin imagined it would.
I think The Rock is hungry. He wants it more. And what we are seeing is a motivated Rock destroy Steve Austin.
Stone Cold is not one to shy away from competition or a challenge. Austin needs to turn the tide right now. This very second.
Oh, The Rock is so close that he can taste it. The weight of the world is moments away from being lifted off his shoulders.
Rinse and repeat. There it is again.
Trouble.
elbow down again. The outside raising the rock. Looking to end it. There's a cover. Two kicking. And he almost had him. Stone Cold is invincible. This is just unreal. And that wild attack won't find a home.
Oh, his body has to be broken right now.
Man down big time. Putting the knee to his opponent. There's another one. And there are those famous educated feet.
Buster, he has just worn him out.
Great ring presence to avoid that.
The Rock's too fast to get caught in that. Stay down. Stay down. Rock has it up.
And here it is again. Caught in the armbar at this point. Seen that one before.
He sees it.
I can smell what he's smelling. The Rock is smelling quickly here. He's going for the punch out. Here's 3 points.
Here is your winner, The Rock.
Seeing is believing, and we all saw. We saw The Rock do what you thought couldn't be done, JR. Admit it. These 54,000 people thought it couldn't be done. They turned their backs on The Rock, and they thought it sold out. But The Rock finally beat the rattlesnake at WrestleMania.